Hey you, it's Jess here and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a studio vlog, although it'll just sort of be hanging out when I can. It's actually Wednesday, October 9th, so you're seeing, this vlog should go up on the Friday, so not too far away. But yeah, so it's Wednesday 9 p.m., Wednesday the 9th, and it is 9 a.m., 9:13 a.m. And my partner's at the office, so I'm home alone, so I thought, best time to do a vlog. Apologies for the lighting. I will try and do some, like, correction on Final Cut Pro, but I've got all of our, like, indoor lamps on, which are like a warm light, because we're very much in the depths of autumn here in Helsinki. The mornings are very dark, and, yeah, so if I didn't have these lights on, it'd be very dark in here. I'll insert a clip here of the beautiful red foliage from the tree outside of our apartment, because autumn is so pretty here with the beautiful leaves, and just being able to see them from my apartment's very nice. But yeah, they're very, very red and beautiful, and I do love to look at them out the windows. So yeah, so it's pretty cold, dark here already in Finland. Finland definitely gets these seasons in, which is funny. I guess the least season is probably spring, but I've got my coffee, I've had breakfast. This is decaf. I got my little Snoopy cup. Oh yeah, and I just got my birthday present in from Andrea from SPC. She sent me a box for my birthday, and she sent me some Hello Kitty versions of these cups, so I'm very excited. Luck is like, more cups? I'm like, yes, more cups, more tumblers. I love them so much. I don't know, they just work for me. And yeah, so that was very nice to get a lovely gift. There's some other things in there, including a munchling and some graphic novels, which I'm excited to read. So thank you so much, Andrea, I love you. Because it is my birthday next week, yeah. But next week we're actually going to London for my birthday, so hopefully that all works out. I'm still kind of nervous about it, but it'll be fine. We could do things. But for this week though, for today in this vlog, we have a lot of work to do. Like technically it doesn't sound like a lot of work to do, but it is categorically a lot of work. So we have Fantasy Fans supposed to come out tomorrow. I could possibly push it to Friday, considering the time, like how much I get done today and how much I need to do tomorrow. But the scenes, the people, the glitters, and the papers are all done. So it sounds like a lot. But we have to do the elements, and I've only got half of them drawn, like line art and color blocked. They still need shading and highlighting. I still have to draw, like from scratch, half of the elements, plus you have the added work on having to do, because it's one of my book sets, I have to do a whole bunch of book spine designs, book covers. I'm taking some stuff that's already been drawn from Sci-Fi Fan. But like the book stack and the Blu-ray stack, but the thing is I still have to do all of the spine designs on those stacks, which is a lot of work. It takes a lot of time, so especially when you want them to look really good, which I do, because it's easy enough to like just use the text function and just write the name of the book and put it onto the spine, but it's nice to be able to actually do the real designs so they look more interesting to look at in the art. So that takes a long time. We also have to do a few book covers. And that's also what was kind of slowing me down yesterday working on the first half of the elements, because I had to do some book covers for that as well, and book spines. So yeah, it's a little bit of it's a bit more grueling work. I think Sci-Fi Fan took me at least 3 days to do all of the elements because of that. And this is my second day of elements, so we might be working tomorrow too. Maybe we can release it later on the day, because luckily Helsinki's kind of like time zone wise, like I'm up, like we have our mornings before the UK and way before the US. Like 12 noon New York time, which is like when SBC used to release, so I always think of that in my brain, is like 7 p.m. my time. And then we're 3 hours ahead of the UK, so I have time to release. I don't have to release like 9 a.m. in the morning, you know what I mean? So I do have time on tomorrow as well to finish it, because we also have to do, on top of the elements, still to do the listings. Because I like to do them all at once, because I could do the listings for the glitters and the papers already, but I just like them to do all in one big block, especially with my templates. So yeah, that's what we got to do today. Gonna do a bunch of these elements and then hopefully finish them, but we will see. I think my plan for the elements is to finish drawing and color blocking all of them, and then I'm gonna finish off like shading, highlighting different colorway versions. All of the ones that don't need to have any of the like extra work done on them, just get them done and dusted and finished, and then we will get into doing the book covers and spines. I did actually write a big list, so I know what I was going to be putting in. So that was me like, okay, I have 9 book stacks, so I went and looked for 9 fantasy books to put in there. The Blu-ray stack is 14. It's ridiculous, but there's a lot of sci-fi, right? So I have a 14 Blu-ray. I suppose like I could like cut it down, like make it a smaller image. But I did figure out how to put in 14. I have like a collection at the bottom that was Star Wars and sci-fi. I'm going to make that a Lord of the Rings collection. Then we can have The Hobbit throughout, Dungeons and Dragons, Last Unicorn. I also thought I could put in some TV shows, even if they do or don't have Blu-rays. Game of Thrones Season 1 does, definitely. But I also put Rings of Power in there and Wheel of Time because, moi. Because they're so good. And then we got like one of the Narnia films we can put in there. Heidi's just moving about. We got Princess Bride, Dungeons and Dragons. I put Warcraft in there because I'm like, well, it's technically a fantasy film. I guess it's fantasy sci-fi, but yeah. And you know, I had to put in like what, I have a book tote that's gonna have 2 books on it, which I've already done those ones. Thankfully I did that yesterday. Has 2 books there. Then I also have a list of just straight up book covers I'm gonna do, like the singular books. Which is probably where I'm gonna put some of the romantasy. I know I asked if you wanted if people wanted a separate romantasy from fantasy thing, and I know Kirsten suggested that I do an add-on for romantasy, but when I was looking, I'm like, I don't know if there's like a whole even set out of romantasy, to be honest. I mean, I'm not super versed on it, so looking at like the best fantasy books kind of thing, and they kind of fall in there anyway. So I thought I'd just include some of them in there. Like, I mean, we could probably, if I do a romance set, maybe I can put some romantasy with the romance. But probably in the individual book designs, I'll probably put some of those in there, like Fourth Wing. I've got The Cruel Prince. One of the people is holding a Court of Thorn and Roses. I don't know, I don't know if that's considered romantasy or not, but I feel like mostly it's romantasy peeps who read that. There's also just so much normal fantasy that I included. I don't know. Yeah, so we will see what I end up doing for the books. I suppose there isn't really a lot of romantasy in there, although I had one person reading, holding Divine Rivals. Is that a romantasy? I don't know. I feel like for a second, it was funny because I feel like leading up to this, I'm like, oh, they're everywhere. Like everyone just reads those, but now that I'm like doing the art, I'm like, do I have even room? What are the romantasy books? I don't know. It's just not my thing, guys. I like when there's romance in my fantasy, but I prefer it to be a fantasy first, because like the world building and character growth and stories are so important to me. So yeah, But I feel like I have quite a lot of books already. Like this 9-book stack. We have Game of Thrones, we have Name of the Wind, we have Way of Kings, we have The Eye of the World, we have Assassin's Apprentice. I put the Golden Compass in there, as well as The Ninth Reign, Priory of the Orange Tree, The Shadow of the Gods. I feel like those are all really, really big fantasy ones. I've got like one 4-book stand, which is going to have basically Lord of the Rings stuff. The Hobbit, Fellowship, Two Towers, Return of the King. I feel like it's a big one. Oh, I put is it Shadow and Bone? I put that with one in the book tote. And the other book for that is The Magician's Nephew, which is my favorite Narnia book. Yeah. The Magician's Nephew, if you haven't read it, actually it's like technically the very first book in the chronology, and it literally explains the creation of Narnia, and it's really cool. There's some really crazy parts in it. There's one part in it that made me think of, if you guys have watched, I think it's called Return to Oz, and it's like that sequel to Wizard of Oz that's actually from the 80s that's actually really creepy. And there's that hole of that woman who has she has a hole of heads that she can like change her head. If you remember that, like from your nightmares of childhood. I loved that film as a kid. But that hole of heads, there's like a scene in The Magician's Nephew that is totally like that, and it's so creepy and weird. So good. I was like, this is the best Narnia book. That and probably The Silver Chair. Top tier Narnia. But and then of course like the Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe is just pure nostalgia childhood. But I'll stop blabbering on because we've obviously got to get started on work soon. So we're going to be doing a lot of that, filming this vlog today. I got to message my dad because for my birthday he paid for my new desk chair, which is now delivered and all set up. So I want to send him a picture of that to be like, thank you, my dad. And he also helped me pay for the iPad. I got an iPad stand as well. So today you're going to see my very first setup of me. I've tried to do a setup where I can actually work at my desk. It's not 100% complete, and actually my desk makeover is like, whole area is going to be included in Planmas. I've been filming it as it goes, but we still have some stuff to do. I have to wait for my next MyUS box, which has to wait until after my birthday, plus also after this hurricane, because MyUS is in Sarasota, so my thoughts are going out to them today. Not about my mail. I'm more worried about the people who work there, so luckily they've closed up the offices for the next few days because they said that the people who work, their employees are their top priority. So I hope all of them are going to be okay and have evacuated. I'm sure the building that MyUS is in is like hurricane proofed. It's probably a giant warehouse. It's been through another hurricane a couple of hurricanes since we started using it. MyUS is a mail forwarding address for US stuff. They also have a UK version if you want to do it the other way. But my dad actually got invited to join it when it opened like 10 years ago, because my dad had an American Express card. It was kind of like a promo. So we've had that box for like a decade. So they've been through a few hurricanes. So the mail will be okay, but hopefully everyone else. I've definitely been watching Milton on Twitter and following the hurricane because and then we just had Helene too, which I was following. Horrendous. It's just so horrible, but it's horrible to watch. And it's I guess I'm being very lucky, very privileged to only have lived in places that have very mild weather. I guess Adelaide has had a lot of crazy bushfires. Was it Adelaide that had Ash Wednesday? And I know like Ash Wednesday is a thing, but there's also an Ash Wednesday in Adelaide, South Australia, because of horrible fires. It's the same across most of Australia, really. You have Black Friday in Victoria, but yeah, the most we ever really dealt with was crazy fires. And then here in Helsinki, Finland, there hasn't been a lot. We've had like one snowstorm, and that wasn't much. So it's kind of crazy, like it's very mild up here. But that's all, I've always been lucky to be in a mild place. I remember there was like an earthquake in a couple of last years that we were in Adelaide, but we were driving in the car and I guess the suspension took the whole of the earthquake. But the earthquakes are so mild in Adelaide, like it's like a once a year, like, oh, did something happen? But yeah, I'm just blabbering on and out, but I'm just hoping that everyone will be okay and have been able to evacuate or keep safe. Because, you know, it's so hard to be able to actually leave, because it's like the entire state, which is crazy. It's crazy to watch, but yeah, just sending out good vibes from here. So what else do I need to do? I'm supposed to do an Instagram post for this set on Instagram, but I've used everything up because I haven't got the elements done. So we need to finish drawing up those elements, coloring them in, and then we might have enough elements done before we have to do all like the extra work to be able to whip up an Instagram post and get that on Instagram. Because I guess it's marketing. I don't feel like I'm doing a lot of marketing, but anyway. You know how it is. Small business life. I feel like I've got nothing to make reels about, so like, because I'm not packaging orders or anything. But yeah, I still have some time before I really start work because I like to get my meds kick in. It takes about an hour for them to like release the goodness, and I'm having decaf, so this is not helping. Because usually coffee helps as well, but so I'm still a little like whoop whoop whoop, waking up in this morning. But yeah, so I'm trying to film this on my normal camera that I film my videos on instead of my phone. So hopefully that works out, and hopefully it sounds okay. But I can see myself at the top. And hopefully I look okay because it's like 4K and like, oh. I'm 36 next week and I'm filming myself in 4K. Not a great idea. But yeah, I'll try and do some lighting stuff in here so it looks better. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna continue my calming down, my centering of myself, which I usually give myself about an hour to do in the morning. I slept in this morning. I've been trying to get up about 7 because I do spend like half an hour in bed on my phone checking Instagram and my emails and stuff before I like to get up, and then I need to have breakfast, and then it's an hour for meds to kick in. So it's better if I get up at 7 because then I can start work basically at 9, but I was up late. Because the weather has shifted, Heidi has shifted her sleeping patterns. So basically all summer she won't bother to go on the bed, like she won't sleep on the bed in the summer. But now that it's cold again, she likes to come and sleep between our heads. So we have this a little gap between our pillows because a European bed, like it's not a king size, it's just a normal European double bed, but they're slightly wider because it's technically 2 single beds to put together. So it's wider than a normal like queen or a double. Anyway, there's like a gap between our pillows, a sizable gap, and then Heidi likes to sleep right there between them, and she likes to put her butt and her head on our pillows. Anyway, so she does that multiple times a night. She'll sleep there, and then you'll just hear her purring super loud. And then, sometimes she'll leave and come back. You get waken up by her purring, and then we have like a soft cloth headboard, and she'll just start scratching on that. And then eventually, when she wants to be fed breakfast, she'll just start hitting my head like boop, boop, boop. And then at one point, she was pulling my shirt as well. The shirt I was wearing in bed, she was like pulling it. And there have been times where I've woken up with a paw like on my mouth, or one time I woke up with her mouth on my mouth, and I was awoken by soft, feathery, her little whiskery mouth on my mouth. I don't know, maybe she was checking if I was still alive or not. But anyway, so she woke me up a couple of times. She woke me up at like 1 a.m. for breakfast, and I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna feed her. And then she was at 4 a.m. she was just like, play with me. So anyway, and you can't lock Heidi out of a place because she will scratch at the door and never stop. So yeah, because she woke me up a couple of times and then got up to go to work, I just ended up sleeping in until 8. Oh well. I usually look at my screen. I don't know how long it's been going for. I usually look at it upside down, which is funny. It's kind of weird to see it. Okay, it's been 20 minutes. Alright. I should probably go. But you guys want a nice long vlog with me, right? Because, like, what else am I going to be doing in this vlog? Well, how about right after this, I will show you some lovely clips that I took while having a walk the other day. Just in my little area, I saw some beautiful plants, and some trees here grow some beautiful red berries in the autumn. I don't know what tree it is. If you know, let me know. I don't think I ever saw them in Australia. So let me know if you know about trees. But I took some videos of walking in my area. It was a flag day here in Finland. So you'll see some Finnish flags up. They don't put them up every day. Finland has specified flag days where they'll put a flag up. And I think that day it was like a day of equality. So it was celebrating a specific woman. And all women in equality, but she was like one of the first MPs, first politicians, women here. So yeah, that's why that flag was up. So they usually have like a cultural day or, you know, another holiday where they put the flags up. So say like Mother's Day, Father's Day, they'll put them up. There's a National Poetry Day, Language Day, Independence Day. Anyway. So they're usually not up, but they have the flagpoles everywhere, and usually it's someone who like does maintenance on buildings puts them up. So there's some nice footage of pretty Finnish flags on my walk, but yeah, that's sort of autumn, early autumn of my area. But I was considering walking down the park, but I was too lazy to walk down the park to look at the beautiful foliage. But maybe next time we could do a bit more filming. I know I need to go up by the canal, has some beautiful stuff in autumn, so I should go walk the later, but I'll insert the footage I already have here afterwards, and you can enjoy, and then we'll check back in when we start working. Alright gang, I'm at my desk and I actually need to do some pre-planning stuff, so hopefully you can hear me okay, but I've been using this notepad from Planner Face to put in, you know, when I'm actually doing stuff. Like, so in my daily planner I write like all my to-do lists, but also everything I get done in a day, and then I transfer it to this paper. So when I'm filming my Plan With Me videos, I can just look here and reference it really easy. It also makes this much easier to pick out and pull stickers because I know exactly what I'm including in my planner, and I always use just 7 things per day maximum. I've said this in a few videos before, but this is how I prepare for my memory planner. I was using some Hello Kitty paper notepads for a long time, and they were perfect. And in fact, that's how I got the 7 items thing done, because she had 7 dots on her notepads. But I think they're mostly, I might have 1 maybe left in my planner card, which I'm not dealing with yet at the moment. But I suppose I could put a light on for filming. That might be better for you guys. You see Heidi in her box on my printer. She looks very grumpy. I turned the light, so apologies. But anyway, this is how my desk is like a mess right now, because I'm in the middle of that like desk makeover. I've got some new drawers. I'm redoing my planner cart with these like containers here. It's gonna be a whole thing. So look forward to Planmas. Oh my god, I was just rewatching Andrea's live on Instagram, and I like popped in for a second when it was on, and I think rewatching it, they were like, "Oh, hi, Jess," and I was like, "Oh, sugar." If there's a weird cut there, it's because I swore and I cut it out. Just in case, you know, you have kids watching, whatever. I try not to swear. Oh, sugar. I had the phone on. I always have my phone on silent, and I was just checking to see what she was like, what the live was doing while we were having dinner and watching Frasier. So I just popped in and popped out again. And it was funny, like, Andrea said hi to me. So I'm sorry, Andrea, but hello. But then people were mentioning in the video how I'm always on top of Planmas. I try, it's all planned out, and I have to film still like 5 videos for Planmas this month, and I still haven't done it. So I gotta do that. I have so much work to do, but because Locke's not here, I could easily do all this filming. Well, there are only flip-throughs that I'm doing right now, because if you hadn't noticed, I didn't do any of my flip-throughs this year so far, my current planner. Because I have time to continue drawing tomorrow. So, are we flippity-flopping? Are we going to do some filming today? Even though I'm using my camera that I film with. I think that might be the way. It might be good to like not go so crazy on the drawing anyway. You can see the beautiful orange tree through my window. I like sitting in front of my window here. It's very nice. My thoughts are all over the place. I still haven't gotten myself together. It's only like 9:47 now, so I didn't actually take any. I just quickly went to my desk and like, let's film again. Anyway, well, maybe we should do a couple of Planmas videos today as well, this morning before we get really into work. Because, yeah, that could be good because I'm behind. Because last year I started in August and I got nothing done already. It's October. And I'm about to be gone for a week, so no, I should take advantage of Locke not being here today and not having like constant meetings, because they're constantly in meetings. So you can only just see my double chin through this whole video. But anyway, I'm gonna quickly do this. I need to start putting out. It's Wednesday, so I need to put in Monday and Tuesday and set up the rest of this week so I'm ahead. I think I've pulled a few stickers, but maybe we can pull a couple of stickers too. But what I do is I use a Zig color dot marker in gray. I got a pack of these, and I use them in my daily planner. But because we don't have like 7 dots or whatever here on the planning notes, I just like to put 7 dots here so I know exactly how much I can put into my little notes. So I'm going to put those in now. Alright, is that a better view actually? So we got 7 dots in, and now I'm going to quickly, I don't think there's anything bad in here. Sometimes there's private stuff in here I don't want you to see, but you can't really see it. So obviously we're doing 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Put in the usual Coffee Monday, because that's who I am as a person. We did some journaling catch-up video on Monday. Today on Wednesday I have a plan with me already going up, and then Friday we're gonna have a vlog, this vlog go up, so that'll be nice. So Monday I did work, read, Frasier, we cooked burgers. Well, first of all, we looked through Walt and the food delivery service and looked through all of the restaurants, and then we decided just to cook the burgers that we had. So, and then I finished the book King in Yellow. The King in Yellow, I finished that on Monday night. Then on Tuesday it was payday. I had work, read. Currently my audiobook is Day of Fallen Night. I did some filming. I did film the plan with me for Wednesday. We had dumplings for dinner. I think because Locke worked until like 5 p.m. so I was just too tired to like, and I worked till then as well, working on the papers and stuff. And then we watched the new episode of Only Murders, and then I started my new Kindle book, which is The Butcher of the Forest. Alright, now Wednesday we have Plan With Me and our vlog. And then I guess after this, I'm actually just going to film those flip throughs. Put film. I'm not going to put new release on Thursday yet because I actually don't know now. But I was like, well, actually this is a perfect time for me to, yeah, do some filming since Luck isn't here. We got plenty of time. There's no rush. I don't want to stress myself out with my work. So I got my planner here and I keep this little, these were A5 wide dashboards, plastic dashboards by Rose Colored Days. And she doesn't have them anymore, of course, but they're perfect. I actually like, I wish I had a bajillion, I should have bought a bajillion of these, because first I like to keep them in my current week with my stickers, so I know where I am at. But also it's perfect to, as you can see here in the front, I'm using another one to put an A5 card or print into the front cover. So yeah, I wish I had more of these. No one seems to want to listen to me and make some, but anyway, maybe I should make some. I was considering doing like my own shop, I don't know, making like stickers like you could use in a reading journal or whatever. Like normal artist stickers like Margot Lee. And I looked into it, but like in terms of shipping, I'd only be able to ship like through letter mail with the post, with a you know, stamp. And that kind of worries me. Because I've used a silhouette in the past and I know how to make stickers, so I could, but I'm also kind of scared. I don't know. If you have any thoughts on that, if you don't mind like buying stickers with just a stamp and no tracking, because the tracking would make it like a bajillion more dollars to ship for stickers. I don't know. Anyway, I make stickers and I make A5 wide pouches. Oh, that's silly. Anyway, so I got my stickers here. I've got all my doodles out. Audrey released matching pink and orange doodles to go with this wicked cute set. So I have all of those. I have the matching doodles. I'm using these Stick with the Plan Co girlies for work. I've already started in here on my thing. But let's put in a couple of other stuff here. So we have Frasier, which I constantly actually put in. I don't know how to spell Frasier. I can't be bothered remembering how to spell Frasier, so I just don't bother. Anyway, we'll put in Frasier. This is probably one box and this is probably the next one. So maybe we could put the burgers, since we cooked them. Maybe I could use the little cooking thingy. It's like a, you know, oh my god, utensil holder. And then, okay, I need to get into my read section. I can't wait to redo my organization of my stuff, because I've decided I'm going to split up. So this is my pack of reading stickers, but I've got audiobook here, I've got scripts for books, I've got like bookmarks and stuff, and then I have Kindles, and then, anyway, so in my new organization, which is going to be in these tubs, I'm going to be splitting these up. So I'm going to have an audiobook section, a Kindle section, you know. Granted, I only have like, I don't know, have I finished all the black Kindles? They're all a mess, as you can see. Messy. Well, I have to use gray Kindles. That's the only thing with the doodle collections also from SPC, is there's no Kindle in them. Oh no. Okay, what else could I do then? I don't have a lot of like Halloween books either. I guess I'll just use the dark gray ones. There's got plenty of black audiobooks. Okay. Alright, it's a whole mess in here. Okay, I'm just gonna use these dark gray ones. They still go. They don't have to be black. Oh, but I kind of want them to be black. Anyway. You know what? I'm probably just wasting time doing this right now. I'm gonna put these away. I'm gonna put this stuff away. I've done that updating. I don't have the full stickers right now. Jess, you need to focus. Alright. Let's get into filming. Let's just get these Planmas videos going so we can get started on work afterwards. But yes, apologies. this is a chaos vlog, I guess. So I'll be back later. Alright gang, so I have just finished filming 2 of the Planamus videos and it is 10:45, so I think I need to get some work done before we have lunch. So I think, yeah, I probably will have lunch about maybe 11:30, so we can do about, what was it, like over 20 minutes, half an hour of bit more of work now. So I'm going to try and get some more line art done, and then we will have lunch. I probably put those files onto my Final Cut Pro. We could do some editing, I don't know, but at least we've got 2 videos filmed for Planamus, so that's great. Those are like the first Planamus videos, so then I have to figure out like the thumbnail and stuff, but we'll figure that out. Yeah, good to have 2 of the videos done, but it is getting late. So I want to do a little bit of drawing work before I start lunch. So yeah, I'm going to do that now. But I think and I'm going to listen to my audiobook, Day of Fall at Night, while I do that. But yes, I shall be back in a minute. Yeah, let's get finally get some work done. Alright, it is 11:35 and it's time for lunch, and I made a Go lunch. It's just a grazing plate. We got cucumber, little bucatini's, well, baby mozzarellas, hummus, carrots, we got turkey, we have salami sticks, we have crackers, a baby bell, and cherry tomatoes. Just something to snack upon. I'm just gonna watch some YouTube, finish up my coffee. I got about, I think I was able to, in that time, draw about 4 things, because I started drawing some smaller elements. We're almost to the end of drawing the elements, and then we could just start doing like finishing work, so. But I'm going to have a relaxing lunch, and yeah, watch some YouTube. Someone wanted some attention, didn't you, Heidi? So I'm going to give it some good brushies. This happens about midday. Heidi will demand brushies, so I am doing that for her. Trying to give her as much attention as possible. I feel bad about leaving her next week because she hasn't been like the best. Like, she's healthy, she's happy, but she has had some issues, you know, before tearing her hair out, and she's been doing it with her tail. You can see like what her tail is supposed to look like, and then she's been, you know, taking her fur out of her tail, which we have taken her to the vet for these things, and we try to do like maybe it was a skin thing, but no, it seems to be okay. Like, she has a little bit of dandruff, but like I don't think it's that. I think she's just a poor little baby. And I got some Fellaway, which you can plug in and it gives them like happy pheromones. So I'm hoping that helps a bit, but yeah, I feel bad about leaving her because I feel like she still just wants lots of attention. And looking it up online, a lot of people like the only cure for their cat taking their fur out was getting a second cat. And like, really you should have 2 cats at least, but you know, we ended up getting her alone. And I don't know, if we just can't really have another cat here, like the food cost alone plus this little apartment, but I don't know. Plus she's like 9 years old, she might not want she might not want actually a friend, but I don't know, I bet that would help, but it's a big decision, and I don't know if we can get another cat at this point, but yeah, I'm just worried about her. But I just make sure I give her brushies when she demands, you know. giving her lots of love and attention. Right, Heidi? Yeah. So she pretty much demands this every evening. Sorry, every middle of the day and evening too, but alright then. Anyway, it's like 12:30 now and I've still got this much left of my lunch, but I'm feeling like full and kind of meh, so I feel like it might be time to do some work, right, Heidi? We should get back to doing some more drawing. I'll probably do it here on the couch because I suddenly got really cold, so I'm under my blankie. And yeah, we'll do some work, Heidi. We can hang out on the couch together. She's like under the table. Oh, my sweet precious baby. But yes, I shall get back into my artwork now. Alright, so sorry, I haven't been, it's too low, like I can't be bothered shifting it, but okay, so it's after 2 p.m. It's 2:30 and I finished up the I finished up drawing all the elements, so they're all drawn now. They're color blocked, so then I started thinking about the designs I have to do in terms of the spines and the book covers, and then I was looking at sci-fi and I was like, oh, I also did games, video games and board games. Do I want to do that too? Because I haven't done that. So I guess I might do a couple of video games. At this point, I don't know about board games, I guess I could. But the video game covers are very intricate. So they're trying to, like, I don't know, they'll like do something with it. Maybe I could just simplify them into their logos, because they're very over the top. Like Baldur's Gate 3 cover is insane. I don't really want to like try and recreate that at that point. So now I was feeling a little bit deflated because I'm like, oh, there's so much more work to do. But I think right now what I need to do is I should get back into reading the book. Because I started reading it when I finished it, and then I was just watching some YouTube and sort of like, you know, chilling. But I should probably do a little bit more work, and then maybe if I just put my book on and then just focus on the stuff that doesn't need covers and things, just finish off, as I said, that I was going to do. The elements that I can just finish up right now and don't have to do that extra work. So we're going to do that right now. So then at least if I don't get around to doing all of the book spines and the Blu-rays and the video games and the board game, those things and the book covers themselves, at least they can just be a task for tomorrow, and if we have to release on Friday or late Thursday, then it should still be okay. So yeah, I guess that's what we're gonna do. This is a terrible angle. But yeah, so I'm gonna go and start working on the actual like finished stuff that I can just shadow and highlight, do my colorways, and they're done. So let's get into it. Alright, well, Locke just told me they're on the way home, so I'm probably going to finish up the vlog in a second, but I was able to finish enough things, enough of the stuff to make an Instagram thing, an Instagram image for, do I want to use that? Do I want to use the, maybe use the cat and the sprayed edges? So I finished this book with sprayed edges and the crown. So I feel like those are pretty popular in the fantasy and especially the romantasy community, the sprayed edged books. I'll mess with the background in a minute, but how about we also do a little cat? I thought like it's supposed to be like bat wings on like a Halloween cat, but I also thought maybe it's a dragon cat, you know what I mean? A dragon kitten. I thought that might be cute. So you could put these together, and then maybe with the background we could have more of the, I guess more of the window maybe. Might go from that side. And then maybe we'll move this down a bit. Oh my gosh. Let me try and actually grab everything. Okay. Maybe that would be okay for the Instagram post. I feel like it's super bright in the video, so I'm apologizing for that. But you'll have seen it on the Instagram. It's on there. So yeah, I think that's going to do that for tonight. But I can't speak anymore. I'm feeling very... it's 3:26, so I was able to complete the bookends, the cat, the dragon plush, the Kindle, and the sprayed book. So I finished 5 of the things so far. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna finish this vlog here, and hopefully you've had some enjoyment in it. Apologies that it hasn't been much, but it is still a pretty long vlog, just chatting and hanging out, which I haven't done for a little bit. But yeah, so I still have plenty of more work to do, which I might do some more tonight, and then tomorrow it'll probably be easier for me to work all day because Lug will be here and doing meetings and I won't be distracted by filming. But it was good to get 2 videos done for Planmas. So that's the beginning anyway. And all I really have to do left is I have about, open this up, see horrible reflection on my face. I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Although a lot of those are like tiny pieces left to highlight and color, and then I can do the book stack and the book covers. I got tons more left to do. But I could probably do a bunch of the small ones after this while waiting for Luck to get home, but they're on the tram, so I think it'll be easier just to finish the vlog off here right now. And yeah, so thank you for spending time with me. It's gone super dark and rainy outside. Yeah, but it was a good day, I think. I've got a good part of my book done. I think I was like, how much have I read of it today? I've read like, I don't know, 3 to 4 hours of it. So that's not so bad. You know, had lunch, drew some stuff. At least all the elements are drawn now, and all I have to do is like, you know, some more intricate stuff, but that's okay. The set is almost complete. But yeah, I guess I'm not going to be able to get ahead on my next set, which should be New Year's Eve. I was going to start that tomorrow, but we'll see how I feel tomorrow finishing everything off, because I'll probably have to do the listings tomorrow. And we'll try and release it at least by tomorrow night. We'll see how it goes. It might have to be Friday. I suppose you guys might know if I released it or not, but yeah. And then I'm going to London next week. So yeah, I don't know. I was ahead for a while in my art, like five sets ahead at one point. And now I'm completely behind and disheveled, but I guess you can't keep it up all year long because it's just, it's tiring. And I did get a little bit, for a while there I was feeling very like, why am I doing this? You know, I've got all my like main supporters and main buyers, which I love and adore so much, and I'm so thankful. But at the same time, you know, this year has been pretty so we'll see how we'll keep going. We'll keep on chugging along. I guess it's not that important to release so much, but I feel like I've gone super behind. I still need to, you know, there's still a bunch of holidays to do and seasonal stuff and also all the travel things. But I decided to draw this fantasy like reader one just to like, I don't know, just have some fun and do something I really, really enjoy. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'm hoping for New Year's Eve next. And then I need to do obviously winter and Valentine's, and then hopefully we can get back to travel and maybe do some more genre fan stuff. I was thinking like, I suppose it's like not too hard to do both romance or horror, so we'll see. But I hope you enjoyed watching this vlog. I'm gonna go and I need to drink some water. My mouth is dry. I left my water in the other side of the room, so. And then I'll probably do some more work until Luck gets home, and then we'll probably have to cook dinner. I think we're cooking pasta tonight. Probably spaghetti bolognese, I think we're gonna cook. But yeah, that should be good. But otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful day, and if you're watching this Friday, I hope you have a good weekend, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. I love you. Bye bye.